Like a monthish ago, I made a video about Run a Girlfriend saying how dog shit I thought it was. I basically went over all the shit that made it a bad anime. I came to realize a lot of people who watch it know it's ass, but they like to watch it because they just like to watch it for the sake of it, I guess. It's probably just me then, cause I can't recognize a show being ass and then still go and watch and enjoy it. Like it has to have something about it that's actually redeeming. Run a Girlfriend just has nothing good about it. It just makes no sense. There's unironically a thread of people talk about having secondhand embarrassment from watching the anime. I didn't think it was embarrassing exactly. When I think of something that's embarrassing, I think of like Food Wars, or just straight up hentai. But Food Wars was actually good, or it was good. It was good up until that train arc, and then from there it took a nosedive. But even the worst part of Food Wars is better than Run a Girlfriend. Even though I thought it was trash, I think I said at the end of the video I'll give it a second chance when the second season's out. I admitted that at the time when I was actively watching it, I thought it was pretty entertaining. But looking back at it now, it's just bad in every angle. I was willing to give it a second chance though. When the second season came out, it was the only anime I heard of coming out that day, and the rest just looked like random shit you would just ignore. And I tried to give everything at least a chance to make a case for itself. I mean, it was between that and Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer. My intuition was telling me to take my chances with Run a Girlfriend. I mean, at the end of the first season, the MC did have a little bit of development at the end, so he might have a comeback for himself in the second season. By the time this comes out, the second season will be like 5 episodes in or 6 episodes, but I'm making this from when it first came out, and I don't plan to watch the rest anyways. There's some notable shows that had the first season that pales in comparison to the second one. I mean, if you look at JoJo, almost everyone thought the first season was ass, and a lot of people have Joseph as their favorite JoJo. It had a huge glow up from the first to second season. People are exaggerating it though, I'm not gonna lie. I think the second season's a lot better, but the first one is definitely not ass. I thought it was pretty good. If part 1 JoJo was ass, I don't know what word you come up with for shit like Run a Girlfriend. None of these words can express how bad the show is, but I went ahead and watched the second season cause why not? That shit made me double down on what I said in the first video. That shit made me feel like I have a low ass attention span. I watched about half of the episode, and then skipped through the rest cause I realized it was the same shit. Kazuya doesn't feel like the MC, he's a side character in his own show. The entire episode is literally the main chick developing with her acting career and shit. He was just a bystander in all of it. When I realized this, I went to go look at the covers for the manga, cause most of the time authors will put relevant characters for their covers. It makes the most sense to make it as eye-catching as possible. You can't see that nigga 1 inch of those covers. Every single one of them is just some random girl that ends up being more interesting than the MC. These types of shows mainly grab attention by the chicks in the show, but that nigga Kazuya feels sad in his own anime. It's like reversing the role of MC and support character. That nigga made it his mission to help the girl with the acting stuff, but that nigga doesn't do anything besides that. His friends try to help him out at the start and shit. When they realized he had a rental girl, they told him to stop that shit and wake up. I mean, besides like the glasses guy, he was kinda down bad himself. And then after that, they kinda just disappear for the rest of the show, and probably don't come back down the line. I mean, the one actually stepped in to help him. The guy that beat the shit out of Kazuya on the beach. I can't even Google their names. I don't think they're on the Run a Girlfriend wiki database. That's how much they stopped getting involved with them. They basically aren't characters anymore. Kazuya's the type of MC that's unique compared to most MCs, but not the good type of unique. When I think of good unique MCs, I think of Simon from Gurren Lagann, Okabe from Steins Gate, Kira from Death Note, MCs that be MCs from a different perspective. They all have personalities I think most MCs don't have, but they also have goals and ambitions. Kira was a crazy ass nigga, he was trying to play God and shit, but that was his thing. Simon's whole transition turned him to a great MC, with how Kamina influenced him. Okabe is the only type of character I could say is quirky, but not in a cringy way. Kazuya is just a degenerate. I literally can't think of any other show where the MC feels like a side character in their own show. Kazuya just keeps taking more and more L's. I can't even say the show is overrated or anything. Most people already think the show is trash. It's just that a good amount of people keep watching it knowing that it's just a bad show all around. They baited at the end of the first season, having you think Kazuya will change in some type of way, but he just regrets back to how he was before. The whole manga is probably just the same formula used over and over again. I don't even blame the author. If people are gonna eat that shit up, I'll keep making it too. Just look how successful the anime is. It is what it is, I guess. But the anime is donkey. If you enjoyed, go watch some of my other videos about anime. That's all I have to say though. Peace.